What's the date? Hold on. Hello, I'm Jax. Welcome back and thank you for watching this car crash. I'm crazy. So, it is currently May 30th, 2025. I am making the decision to start a, not fully crocheted because I'm not that insane, but handmade cosplay for Anime Expo. So, I love Zenless Zone Zero. I've been following their account for the longest time, and I think I started playing it pretty much as soon as like it came out, like once it first launched. And I'm absolutely in love with Nicole's summer. I call it summer, but I'm pretty sure it's like a New Year's outfit. I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it would be great for the summer in like upwards of 90 to 100-degree heat in the middle of Los Angeles in one of the busiest conventions ever. I honestly should have started it probably like last month, technically, because June is like a day or two away, but fuck it, we ball. There are multiple elements to this that I am worried about. So if push comes to shove, which it most likely will, I'm gonna have to abandon it. I'm going to have to put my pride aside and abandon it if it gets too close to the convention, because I have done that before, and that was when my my sewing machine started thunking, which I said in my last video of Jinx. Go watch it. If I literally just uploaded it as of filming this, but go watch it if you haven't already. My personal cosplay crunch hell. But yeah, in that one I did not abandon it, and I ended up pulling multiple all-nighters and then staying up like 24 plus hours to attend the convention, which I think I ended up kind of going home early that day because it was like day 3 or whatever, and I was so tired. But here's the thing, I already have a Nicole cosplay, so the wig is not a problem. This is the Nicole cosplay I've made. I'll put a couple photos because I've worn her a couple of times, but she's fully crocheted, and I am not wearing acrylic yarn in Los Angeles during the summer, during July. No, thank you. Like I was saying, I have abandoned projects before, like Anime Expo, I think of last year. I was gonna try to cosplay Fallon from Delicious in Dungeon, but I didn't like the design all that much, and then my machine started thunking. Like I said in my previous video, I remember what I was gonna say now, tangent. It was not broken. It still works fine. I think I need to just oil it, but I'm a little too lazy to do that right now. I'll do it when I need to, which is probably going to be when I work with this fabric again, because the fabric that I was working with is going to be the fabric I'm going to be using for the Nicole cosplay. So here's the plan. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get all the fucking awful stuff out of the way, because what I did with Jinx was not conducive to like anything. It sucked. I ended up leaving the stamping pretty much to the last minute, which that was not a good idea. There's a couple things I need to make. I'm not gonna do as much like detail as her, like, not Jinx, but Nicole's outfit has, because no thank you. There is way too much detail, so I'm gonna be like foregoing some things like the back panel in her vest, and this is gonna be trying to stash bust, even though I'm gonna have to buy a lot of stuff because there's some stuff I don't have, like the shoes, the gold coins. There's a lot that I'm gonna have to figure out that I'm like not too stoked about, but right now I'm gonna try to get the most egregious things out of the way first. So like one thing that I did with my other Nicole is I crocheted the little Emilian bunny boo, Bang Boo, the bunny that she has on her hip. I crocheted that, and well, she's got a different one for some reason on this new outfit, so I gotta crochet a whole new one. I'm offended. But yeah, there's also a lot more stamping that needs to be done, and I'm a little worried because I don't think I have very many like stamp blocks left. I'll have to check. I did buy like a kind, not not a bulk pack, but I did buy a pack of them when I first got them. And I'm going to need to make, I don't know, at least like 4 or 5 stamps. Because there's so many patterns on this. But yeah, crochet and stamp making first, and then we'll go from there. Luckily, the wig is already done. I only just need to fix it because the last time I wore it, which was Anime Impulse in Pomona, it started coming apart at the hairline because I like to use Elmer's glue, and that's water soluble. So I need to fix that. But you know what? I can do that the night before and just do everything else. This is where we're at with the Million right now. Got the body done and the little face panel. So far, it's taken me 3 hours throughout the day. I'm gonna stop for the night so I can shower and stuff. It is currently 12 a.m. on June 9th. I just finally picked up the crochet project again, the Million, because as you can hear, I'm very sick. This is the progress of it. I am almost done like sewing on the little face screen, and I've done the little belly button already. I need to make the arms and stuff. The ZZZ Nicole has a different like Million face, so I don't need to do any of the like regular face stuff. And I also don't need to do a mouth because its eyes are X'd out. But story time. I have strep. Like, who the fuck has strep in June? Me, apparently, with my shitty ass immune system. I mean, but yeah, I'm working on this right now on my messy desk. And I'm gonna get this crochet project out of the way, and then I think move on to the jewelry next. Possibly. Maybe just the earrings. If not, I'll move to the lino cutting stamps next because those takes the longest. Hello, voiceover Jax here. I'm just gonna voice over this part because I don't know, I'm keeping it in. Right here you can see me sewing on the ears for the Million crochet accessory, whatever. I did get this pattern off of Etsy. I will put it somewhere on the screen. I didn't follow it to a T. There, like, it's actually for like the little Million that like kind of goes right next to, you know, the actual Million face, but for this I just decided to use felt in order to do the I keep calling it the summer outfit, but her other skin. So yeah, I just used felt to mimic the eyes on that. There wasn't really much to it other than just hot gluing that shit down. Alrighty, it is Monday, June 9th at 11 p.m. and I have officially finished the Million crochet. He took me about like 9 hours, which is around the same amount of time as he took me last time for my other Nicole cosplay. He was a little shorter. They didn't have as many details as the other one, especially the face, and I didn't have to crochet, I would say, as much, but you know. But yeah, the only difference is the little eyes for the, I think it's the Lunar New Year Nicole. But yeah, so on to the next thing, kind of begrudgingly, is my lino cut stamping blocks. We ended up having to get rid of our printer, and before we got rid of it, I just kind of really quickly this morning printed out the stencils I needed. A good thing to use, like a good tip, is if you have an inkjet printer and you have sticker paper, you can get rid of the sticker part of the sticker paper and just use the like backing of the sticker paper and print onto that, and it's a good way to transfer designs onto your lino cut blocks so you don't have to do the whole like tracing paper thing. One of the stamping blocks I'm gonna do is this like cheetah pattern, no, not cheetah, leopard print pattern that I found online. I just looked up like repeating leopard print patterns because I thought this was cute, and so I'm gonna do what I did for the tiny little like fish stamps that I did for my Jinx cosplay. I don't think I mentioned this, but what I did for those is I literally just like drew a couple mock-ups on some paper towels and ended up just putting the paper towel
onto the stamping block and then just tracing over it over and over again with my Sharpie so that it like bled through and like stained. So this is one of the ones I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing that with the same method that I used for my tiny little fish for my Jinx cosplay. Oh my god, my hands hurt. Ah! I basically had to hand draw all of this. There's the tracing stuff. Same with this little guy right here. And then I just kind of fill this in. But I like to trace all of mine with Sharpie so I can see them better because it rubs off after a little while. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna cut this tonight because I need to shower and eat. But the start of my lino cut stamps are done and it took me 3 freaking hours. I've got 2 out of the 5 stamps done. I've got the boo bubble and I've got the text. The text kind of got messed up a little bit, but that's okay because I'm just gonna kind of use that as like a placeholder and then like paint a little bit and then just like try to stamp this on top. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah. It is June 15th. I just finished the stamps last night. I will show you them in a second, and I just finished my earrings. I will show you that in a second right now. Right now, the plan has changed a little bit. Originally, I was going to fuck up more jeans, and let me put this. There we go. The plan was to mess up more jeans because I have some spare jeans. Some jeans that my mom made, but then I realized I probably don't have enough fabric to make the vest that I wanted to. I definitely have enough to make the shorts because I'm not making shorts. I'm just cropping already existing shorts to be at a short but comfortable length because there's no way in hell I'm basically wearing denim underwear. Things are already changing because I don't think there's going to be enough time for me to put as much detail into this thing as there actually is in the freaking model. Because Genshin or Hoyoverse is notorious for cramming a bunch of shit onto it, and there's no way in hell I'm making this 100% accurate. I don't want to. But yeah. For the vest, I have decided instead of using an old pair of jeans because I actually like the jeans that I have and I don't think I have enough fabric to just use one pair of jeans. I'm gonna try to see if I can find either a old jean jacket and just take the sleeves off that and crop it, or if I need to find a denim vest off of Depop because I've been shopping on Depop recently with like a lot of really cute clothes. And, you know, I'm bound to find something. I've already started looking just in case so that I have something to reference. Or not something to reference, more like something to buy if I need to. But yeah, that's what's going on. I will show you the earrings and the stamp next. Stamps, because I ended up making 5. So, here are the earrings. Oh, this is backwards. Let's flip it this way. There we go. These are the earrings in Nicole's, I think it's like Lunar New Year outfit. She's got like Denny's, I think is what they're called. I don't know. She's got like the currency coins that are in Zenless on Zero as her earrings. And if you look close enough, you can see that it looks like it's kind of like either a chain or it has like these baubles. I don't know. I basically just made what I wanted to for the earrings. I could have been crazy and tried to make like actual Denny's, or I think that's what they're called. Don't quote me on that. From scratch using my thermoplastic, but I didn't want to do that, and I also didn't think of that until I actually had these, and now I have like a ton of them. So I'll probably be giving them out during Anime Expo if I'm being honest, because they're pretty cool. But yeah, now I have some pretty lightweight earrings, which thank God. I have an idea for making like the necklace chain thingy because in her design she's got this like weird chain. This is, I think I mentioned it already, but this is the chain I was talking about. It's not like a super
like, work with me here, please. Like a super like gold. It's like a more rusted gold, but hey, I'm working with what I got. But also, it's got two of these lobster clasp closures on the end of them, and so I'm thinking I can use one of them to like actually like attach it to the choker thing I'm gonna make, and the other one I can just take off because I'm gonna have to take some length off of this using my pliers. um I can just use this to attach the cheetah tail that she's got on the back of her shorts to my shorts because I'm not sewing that shit or doing whatever the fuck is going on with her belt. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with this. These are done. Let me show you the stamps. The stamps, they're done. They're kind of a mess, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, got the boo bubble that goes like on top of this one. We got the text because I'm either gonna like stamp it on top or on the bottom, I don't know. Then we got the leopard print because cheetah print is just spots. Got this leopard print. I found this off of, I don't know, like Safari or something, and I literally just printed it on because it looks super cute. Yep, they're all done, all carved. Hopefully I don't have to touch these things again, but knowing me, probably. So it's 12 a.m. It's June 18th. It just turned June 18th. I might be sick again, but we persevere. The horrors may persist, but so do I. I'm starting the necklace now. Let me show you. So it's not entirely accurate, but honestly at this point I don't care, and I never really go for full accuracy anyways, and you know, it fucking works. So this is an old Hot Topic what's it called, choker that I've had for years. I just found it in like a stash or whatever. I'm going to sand it and paint it gold because, well, first of all, these need to be gold. Everything needs to be gold. I'm sanding it first because I have since learned from my whole that's one of them like tube thingy bullet shell casing fiasco with Jinx that things need to be prepped beforehand. I'm hoping that at some point I will be able to I will at some point be able to like spray it down, but right now I'm just gonna sand everything so that it has a bit of a texture so it can handle the gold paint. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. It was gonna be a lot more complicated. I ended up taking apart a different choker that had the hardware like that I wanted, but like I couldn't find anything to attach it to, so we're just gonna use this instead. Ignore the mess, I still need to clean, but since I just got out of the shower, I decided to try on the jeans. I was gonna use these like old Levi jeans Mom got me, or gave to me that she had, but they didn't fit the way I wanted them, and I had these jeans right here. They're like Target or something. They literally hit exactly where I want them to on my stomach and everything. On my thigh, not so much, but like her jeans are already like pretty short. I just don't want it to be like literal underwear, denim underwear. So we're doing this. I kind of didn't want to use these ones because I do like these jeans, but I stopped wearing them because like I chafe really badly like right here whenever I wear them. But yeah, we're using these ones instead. So that has ticked off one tiny step I need to do. Now I need to decide if I'm actually going to lighten these or not, but they work pretty well. Now I don't have to crop jeans. I'm gonna record how I'm doing this because I look stupid, but this is for like the video and educational purposes. So right now, maybe I need to prop this up. I don't have a tripod, I don't care. I am currently using an old tank top to make the pattern of the Nicole top because I'm not fucking with it. And the lighting kind of sucks right now, but as you can see, there's a lot of Sharpie on this. I'm trying my best to get the proper shape that I'm going to use while executing everything correctly and so that it's still comfortable. It's obviously not going to look exactly like the photo, especially this divot right here because I have a bra on and these are going to show and I don't want my bra to show that much. And also her torso is like super fucking long, but right now I'm trying to get the back I'm kind of happy that for the back, I'm fucking hypermobile because then I can actually get the back area pretty decently. I'm gonna cut it now that it's fresh on my mind because I don't want to lose track of the fuck ass lines I made. So I'm gonna cut it right now. I cannot believe that patterning took 40 minutes. It felt more like 10, maybe 20, not 40. Whoa, flash. I'm gonna keep it on actually so you can see better. I have my shorts that I'm gonna use and the Baymax onesie that I got, I think, for Christmas one year, and I just never worn it because I'm not a onesie fan. I'm gonna use the sleeve, I think, for this. I'm gonna unpick it, and then I am not gonna machine sew because that's gonna be too tedious. I want this to still be like movable and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically make a really thick strip, sew it to like over here in the back so that it doesn't like pop through right here, and then fold it over and sew it right here. Or right here. I don't know. One of the two. We shall see. But yeah, I'm gonna unpick the sleeve and hope I can use that and cut it up. I'm gonna be quiet because like my parents are sleeping and I'm in the middle of the kitchen right now, but I'm cutting the shirt pieces right now. I don't think I'm gonna do it. But I'm not gonna do a mock-up. If it ends up being too big, I'm just gonna take in the sides. Because I'm doing French seams on the sides anyway, so that the edge isn't raw, and then I'm also double cutting it so that I can line it. Because the one thing I've always had problems with like cheaply made things like thin fabric is that my bra always shows through and it's always sheer. And even though this is a thicker fabric to begin with, I am worried about my black bra showing through if I do end up wearing my black bra. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just cutting. Alrighty, voiceover Jax is back. Ignore my fan in the background if you can hear it, but it was the sewing marathon. This was kind of over the course of a day or two, but like I didn't feel like, you know, dating it or whatsoever. But yeah, I sewed the bow onto the back of the million. I also added a strap, as you're about to see. I stamped all my cheetah print or leopard print onto my items. I need to do it again later on when I make the vest because I decided to do the back panel. But there is the tail sewn as a sleeve. It's about to get stuffed, and I'm about to add a little ribbon like to the top with a ladder stitch to close it up, and so I can attach the little claw clasp or lobster clasp to the top so I can hang it off of my jeans. I didn't end up using the clasp I said before. I used a different one. But yeah, that's it. I look like a mess because it's hot today, but I got this a couple of days ago off of Depop. It finally came in. It didn't take very long because they live very close. We both live in SoCal. But this is the vest that I'm gonna be using for my Nicole cosplay. I'm a little worried about the collar with it being flipped up as it is kind of crazy. I'm gonna look at like cosplay pictures and stuff, pictures of like the cosplay and her design to see, but I don't have to make it. That's the one thing I'm avoiding. I don't have to make it. This is literally like the perfect cropping and size. The only thing that I don't like is that these fake pockets are here, but it's a lot easier to deal with than like real pockets and weird bullshit. So pretty much what I'm planning to do is I might like fake quilt this area just using some blue colored thread because I have blue colored thread. I just need to see if it's like the right blue because I have a couple blues. I might do that. Paint like a little strip or whatever right here because she's got a pink strip going on. Obviously either right, I keep moving, sorry. Either right here or with it flipped up, paint the little hearts that she's got on her collar. I might have it flipped up. It's just this is annoying as hell and it's gonna be fucking hot because it's Anime Expo in the middle, at the beginning of July, in the middle of downtown Los Angeles. And if you're SoCal, you know that she gets hot. Definitely do the fur on the, oh, I bumped it, on the, whatchamacallit, the armholes, which I might do today, but I keep procrastinating dyeing stuff because I know it's gonna be processed and I shower tonight anyway, so I should probably dye it. And then potentially add the panel that she has in the back. That's a potential because I do gotta stamp more than I already have. As you've seen, I've finished the Emilion, I have finished the cheetah tail, or I keep calling it a cheetah tail, it's leopard print, the leopard tail. I'm gonna just keep calling it a cheetah tail because but yeah, I would have to stamp that print again on a big piece of fabric, and I don't know if I quite want to do that yet because I don't know if my wig is long enough. I mean, it's not long enough, but I don't know, maybe I'll add that. We'll see. That is a tomorrow me problem because right now I'm gonna focus on dyeing. That's not gonna take as long, so I'm gonna do the trim soon, but it is the weekend before Anime Expo. I believe it's the 20, let me look. Different camera angle because I'm done talking to my mirror. It is the 28th of June. So we are about, I think it's like 6 days away from, it's more like 5 days. 5 days away from the first day of Anime Expo, which is what I'm cosplaying this to. So hopefully we can get that to the shade and this trim doesn't melt because I'm not hand sewing that shit again because it took me hours. But first things first, we need to dye the shirt. That is the most important thing. That is going to be the most time consuming and heavy thing because I actually, unfortunately, for fucking stamps need to wait like at least 12 hours, I think is the instructions, just overnight, in order for the ink or the screen, yeah, the ink to dry so that I can heat set it. And that's gonna be a whole hassle and a half. I also, after dyeing, need to sew on, because I don't have yellow screen printing ink, I need to sew on the yellow panel she has. There's a lot to do. I also need to redo the little attachment thing that I sculpted, which honestly at this point, I'm just gonna like put some of the thermoplastic over cardboard because I'm fucking done trying to freehand that shit. There's a lot I still need to do, a lot of little piddly shit that I need to do, but my big mistake is always leaving the biggest things till last, the most time consuming biggest things till last. So all the little piddly shit right now can be on the side. Right now I need to focus on the shirt, dyeing it, and then getting these arms done. And then potentially also like painting the hearts on her collar. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Scary. It's sewing time. The shirt is currently sitting in the wash, not sitting, but like in the wash on its second round of detergent. Then I'm gonna like rinse it. But I am now adding the fur trim to my vest. It is making the armhole a little shorter than I want it to be, but you know what? That's fine. We accounted for that with how deep it is. My sewing machine is going to actively hate me after this, but you know what? You can get through this. I believe in you. Yeah, so I'm sewing this arm first, then I'm gonna sew that arm next. It has already taken me an hour so far because it's a lot of finagling. But yeah, after this, what's that? These are the buttons that got taken off. Whatever. After this, either I am done for the night, or I'm gonna move on to like painting or something, but I might be done for the night because I also have to shower, and it is currently like 8 p.m. and I woke up at like 7 a.m. So I need to shower before I get tired. But yeah, currently sewing this right now. Alrighty, so I am done stamping for now. This is front. Let me get around here so I can show you the back. No. Yeah, that works. Voila. I'm done stamping for now. I still need to do the little like text bubble after dinner though, because I am hungry. I ended up having to go over this with a paintbrush because it ended up stamping way too thin and almost looked like this one right here. I did have a little bit of issue mixing this color, but yeah. Also, ignore the different like opacity of the ink. As I was there we go. As I was stamping it, it was like drying like crazy, so it ended up being a different consistency by the end of it. But yeah, I'm done for now. The yellow panel right here is not done yet. I decided to sew that on afterwards because I found out that it's potentially nylon by like testing it with like my iron and stuff, and it was not working. And my screen printing ink, it literally says do not use a nylon. I don't know what would happen, but I just don't think it would stick. Either that or it would probably cause like a burn, so I don't want to do that. But yep, this is what it looks like for now. I gotta do that. I like bias tape. I think that's what it's called. Is it bias tape? I don't know. But add a trim to both the top and the bottom, and add straps, and then done with the top. After dinner, I'm gonna work on, or while I'm waiting for dinner, I'm gonna work on the vest again. Well, I am back. So I did decide to do the back panel. That is the pattern for the back panel. I used 2 old sheets, the same old sheet that I used for my bow and cheetah tail for a million. That is me making my bias tape with the same fabric, just not dyed, that I used for the shirt. Here is me ironing these stamping blocks. As you can see, it kind of changed the like tone of the fabric, but I think it was just because it was really hot. It didn't burn, luckily. And then last minute I decided to add ribbon to the choker because she's kind of got black right there, and it didn't really stick, but it worked. It is now 1:40 a.m. the night before. I was saying the night before, it's technically July 3rd. I'm done. I've just I finished like 2 hours ago. Some piddly shit. Mainly fixing the wig. And now I'm getting in the shower. I'm exhausted because I had work today. I wish I didn't, but I had work today. And then after I shower, I'm gonna take a really quick shower. It's not gonna end up being quick, but I'm gonna actually get some sleep. Luckily, I'm not stamping or anything the night before like I did last time because that fucking sucked. Hot as balls here. I've taken my vest off because it's way too hot. I need to eat. That might help. But I'm here. You're gonna see my mouth. I'm here. I'll show off the cosplay later. Right now I just need to eat. It's fucking hot. I'm surprised. My wig held up today. It didn't fall back. So I got like my, not even a microphone, I've got my fan here because it's hot as balls. But yeah, I'm gonna do like a close-up of my cosplay, or not close-up, I'm gonna show you my cosplay, and then I will tell you the details and how long it took. the back too. Oh, am I getting a heat rash? That's fun. I made these clips right here. Don't look too close at them, but I made them. I took an old choker of mine and just painted it gold. It's like an old Hot Topic choker. It works. And then last night I glued on the ribbon. It's coming off because I'm sweating so much, but we don't talk about that. It's being held on because it's held on. I also made this yesterday. Don't talk about how I like con crunch shit. It's literally just thermoplastic, just like the clips, painted gold. This chain was the chain. Oh, and the earrings. These I'm really proud of. Look at how pretty they are. No one's like seeing them because my hair is like blocking them, but yeah. And then I bought these, made these. I was gonna make leg warmers, but like, first of all, I'm hot in just this. I can't imagine adding the legs. Second of all, it was taking way too fucking long, so that's not happening. Yeah, the top I screen printed and tried a new technique. As you can see, I like made like bias tape or something like that right here. It broke my sewing machine needle. It broke the needle of my sewing machine. I am sweating. Let me grab my fan real quick. I got my fan. It broke the needle of my sewing machine. I bleached the shorts, maybe a little too light, but my mom helped me with it because I'm scared of bleach, so it works. Painted the pockets and heat set them last night. What else? Oh yeah, I custom carved these stamps on all of this, so I did have to like paint over the ghost, the white ghost. As you can see, it's a little cracky. It's got cracks all over it because it showed up way too light on the fabric. So yeah. I also give you a close-up of the bang boo on my hip and the cheetah tail I made because I also spent way too long on those, and you're gonna look at them, okay? So yeah, we're gonna do close-ups and stuff, and then I will tell you what took the longest. I'm pretty sure it was the bang boo on my hip. And, you know, all that jazz, all that fun stuff, okay? Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't know if I'm gonna add like an Anime Expo vlog or not. I might not. I don't think so. I think I'll just add the clips that I did previously. I gotta go. My mom is coming. So yeah, that's it. Oh, this took me 73 hours and let me check. 73 hours and 32 minutes. That beat my Jinx cosplay. There were a lot of details that I did omit, obviously, because I wanted to sleep and also shower. I ended up showering at like 2 a.m. last night and going to bed at 3. But yeah, that's this. Enjoy, I guess. I don't fucking know. Bye.